Hello everyone, I am Cadet Sotomayor, and for military science class, we were assigned to read the book The Generals by Thomas Ricks. So in this video, I will explain the author's main point, his main argument. So in the book, Thomas, he argues how the Army's performance is getting worse because ineffective leaders and unsuccessful leaders, they're not being relieved, they're not being fired and replaced with effective and successful leaders. So this is the cause of poor performance, of the Army poor performance. So in the book, Thomas, he explains how during the General Marshall era, this didn't happen because General Marshall, he looked for certain characteristics and certain qualities that leaders should have. So, for instance, he thought that leaders should be positive, they should have common sense, they should be energetic, physically fit. So General Marshall, he looked those qualities in people, and then he will assign them to leadership position. And if a leader, if a general didn't complete his job or he wasn't doing his job right, then he will easily relieve them and fire them and replace them with someone who was qualified and someone who had those characteristics. And this was known as the Marshall system. So Thomas, he explains how today there's no Marshall system because, again, senior officers are not, those senior officers who are not effective, who are not able to do the job right, they're still on the jobs, they're not being relieved, and they're not being replaced by other effective leaders. So again, this is the cause of poor performance, of declining performance of the Army. So I think I agree with Thomas. I think today there are senior officers in positions where they shouldn't be because they are not effective, are not able to complete their jobs. And I think people are afraid, some people are scared of relieving or firing some certain people, maybe because they don't want to cause any problems, or they're afraid that there's going to be some problems if they fire them. And this is bad because this is going to contribute to the bad performance of the Army. So why does the author think this is significant? Well, obviously, if we don't change, if we don't get relief for those ineffective leaders, then the Army's performance is just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. So as a future leader in the Army, it's my job to make a change. So if I see someone who's being ineffective and who's not being able to complete the job, then it is my job to replace him or her with someone who will be able to complete the job. And this is something that happens in every government almost, I think, where leaders are not being relieved from command, and this causes like economic crisis, poor healthcare system, and this is something that is happening in almost every place where there's leadership. So again, it's our job to say something. If we see that someone's not being effective, we should relieve them of their position and replace someone who will be able to complete the job so that we can get different results and improve the performance. Thank you.